Hello and what's up to my Leo and Leo Cusp babies. Thank you so much for joining me again. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. You'll love it here. So today I am posting the weekly divination for Leo and Leo Cusps from the dates of June 12th to June 18th. We'll see what energies come through. And if you guys have any questions about booking a private reading with me, a personal reading with me, please let me know through my email or direct message on any one of my social media platforms. You can find that down in the description box below. Getting straight into your divination, Leos. Let's see what's happening. Okay, I want to use this one again, apparently. I actually wanted to use one of my other decks, but I guess not. But let's see. I'm going to move these out of the way. And you know what, for you, Leos, I'm going to choose these two crystals to have on me. Citrine and carnelian, and this is moss agate. See what's coming through this coming week for Leo and Leo Cusps. Another thing I want to mention is for you guys to check your placements, check your sun, moon, and rising signs if you want to cross watch for any of those. I'll let you guys know this for those of you who may not know. Your sun sign changes. I can't tell you the time that it changes or how many days it stays in one sign yet. I'm still learning astrology. But your sun sign and your moon sign change. You're still the sign you are at birth, but we go through cycles. So wherever your sun, moon, or rising sign is, and if you want to watch a divination for that, you can cross watch as well. The first card that came out, Leos, look at you. This is the second time. An element has come out in alignment with the sign that I was reading for. So for Cancer's King of Water came out, and you know Cancers are water signs. And this time for my Leos, we got fire with the sun, and it's a major arcana. So let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on with the Leos, the sun. And you know what? I don't always do reversals, but I did flip this over reversed. So I'll consider it based on the surrounding cards. Let me stick this up here and just have it right here. Sorry. All right. And this is my other citrine. So let's see what else comes through with this sun. For some of you may be dealing with issues with your self-esteem, confidence, your image of yourself, self-image. But let's see what else comes through. Because the sun is also about courage. All right. So can't remember which one came first, but there's the moon there. So we have the sun with the devil, the moon, which has to do with fears, mysteries, not quite seeing things clearly, and the 10 of earth. So we have 3 major arcana and the number 10, which signifies completion. Let me get clarification for this moon here. But yeah, there's something with this devil. There's something. I think you have a distorted perspective of yourself, a distorted view of yourself based in fear. I'm going to clarify this 10 of earth and then this devil. What is this 10 of earth about? What does it have to do with? What does it have to do with when it comes to Leos and after facing this coming week? Okay, first one we have is the 7 of fire. Which is interpreted as stress here. Next one we have is the Judgment card, which is another major arcana reversed, which has to do with choices. It also has to do with vision. That's why it says beyond illusion. And then the moon card has to do with illusions. Like I said, not seeing things as they are. So you may not be seeing yourself as you are, or you have a distorted image of yourself in your mind. It may be difficult for you guys to keep things together in your life. Things might kind of be all over the place. And again, this kind of has you putting a harsh view of yourself. And see, at the bottom of the deck, we have courage. And I was saying that the sun has to do with courage. So there are a few things with fears and courage that I'm getting. For some of you, you may be afraid to step into your truth. You have an idea of what your truth might be, but you're afraid to step or walk in your truth because of the way society, people around you may view it, may view you. Afraid of judgments, criticism. So you criticize and judge yourself before anyone else can, and try to perfect yourself before presenting yourself. But it's getting to be too much, obviously, with the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Fire. It's too much and you're about to pop. You see this monkey on the bottom here about to pop this bubble. But you know what? That bubble needs to be popped because you're not grounded. You're trying to do all these things, but you are not grounded. You're trying to balance things. You got every part of you busy trying to keep control. That's how I see him holding on to this monkey, but the monkey is here about to pop it. You see how the monkey's chill? Just chill there, watching this dude struggle, trying to do so many things, even has a smirk on his face. But that smirk to me isn't giving, oh, I want all of this to fall apart for you. It's giving, you are doing so much at once when really you don't have to be. You're up here floating, got everything floating around you. You're trying to juggle this and juggle that, but you don't have to be. Come down here with me. Get grounded, okay? Ground your emotions, ground your thoughts. All right, that's another thing. You need to get centered and grounded so that you are able to have a clear view of yourself and what you're dealing with, what's in front of you. Sorry, that goes with that. And a better judgment of yourself and the situations around you. Let me see what's under that. 6, the number 6 is about balance, compromise, like it's saying here, equal give and take. See, and at the top of the deck, so at the bottom we have courage and strength, and at the top we have exhaustion. 9 of Fire, which is about, like I said, exhaustion here, and perseverance. So constantly pushing forward. You're pushing and pushing and pushing, but you might be doing more than what you need to be doing. Or making it, or it seems harder than it actually is. Things seem harder than they actually are. Let me see what comes through with this, with the devil here. What is that about? It's interpreted as conditioning. What is this about? And you see we have the Lion here too. So, the Wheel. Move these to the side. The Wheel changed the number 10 again. And when I mentioned the number 10 earlier, I forgot to mention this, but the number 10 has to do with endings of cycles. And the Wheel has to do with cycles. It also, you see this thunder here, this thunder and lightning. Lightning is about change, but it's about inevitable change, change that you cannot help. So, you know, I wasn't going to pull this out, but I've been holding this card like this the whole time because I thought it fell out accidentally, so I wasn't going to mention it at all. But, let's see what's at the top here. Okay. I'm going to leave this open, face up. At the top of the deck, we have the 4 of Air. But the Lovers with this Wheel and the Devil, there are a few things I get with that. So the Lovers has to do with the connection with yourself and the connections that you made with other people, whether they be romantic, family, or friends. And there needs to be a change from this Devil's energy, which has to do with either unhealthy attachments. This includes attachments to perspectives, attachments to your perception, attachments to behaviors. So have a very broad scope of what it is that you may be unhealthily attached to, because that is what's needing your attention. That is what's needing change, so that this can change, so that this can turn into confidence, into high self-esteem, high regard for yourself, viewing yourself as you are, which is a divine being. But you're not seeing that. You're not seeing that. Your vision is obscured, and I'm going to see why. Why is your vision obscured? Also, with this Four of Air, it says postponement. But the Four of Air has to do with pause. That's why it says that. It has to do with pause and going within yourself. That's why you see, things seem bleak and gray to you. And maybe they seem like they're going to always be that way, but it's not. You're needing to change your perspective and look at things clearly. And sometimes in order for you to do that, you do need to pause. You need to postpone so that you're able to be still. Be still. You can't see things clearly when you're moving. You're trying to make out a sign while you're driving, but you can't. Even in the passenger seat, you can't make that sign out, really, if you're going a certain speed. You're doing too much at once. You need to sit still. Let's see what comes out for this moon as far as what is obscuring your vision. Okay. So we have another 10. Another lion. That's you, Leos. So Ten of Air and the 8 of Water both indicate an ending. They both indicate an ending. And at the top of the deck we have here, for that clarification, the 9 of Earth, which has to do with independence and patience, timing. So there's something, whether it was a relationship that you have with a person or relationships, the type of relationships that you have, basically the people in your life. I think you need to take a closer look at the people that are in your life, the people you have surrounding you. It's not always that you need to cut people off forever. Sometimes it just takes a certain amount of time, whether it be a couple months, a year, 2 years, that you need space from somebody so that you're both able to get clear on yourselves and maybe even the situation at hand, if there was a situation or relationship that ended. I'm also getting that there are things that you're going to need to let go of so that you're able to go through this rebirth. That's what endings are for. Oh my God. Seriously. I really don't know if that messed up my video, but my phone was trying to let me know it was dying. It was effing dying. Yeah. So I hope that wasn't obscured for you guys, but I was saying that there are going to be things that you need to let go of, things, relationships, behaviors, patterns that you're going to need to let go of, probably become aware of, and going to need to let go of so that you're able to see clearly. Because right now your vision is obscured, both your vision of yourself and your world, your life. Some of you are feeling really weak, in many areas, many ways. Some of you may even feel like you've had to fight. It's hard to say, but because even in this Devil's card, the face on this lion, who is trying to fit in with where he is, even though he doesn't belong there. A lion is not meant to be amongst sheep. You're a lion, Leo. But there's even a sense of frustration and a frown because the lion feels like he or she doesn't know, or well, he is in the mane. But, or well, actually female lions can have manes as well. So anyway, he feels like he doesn't know where he belongs. This lion feels like they don't know where they belong. They're not sure where they're meant to be. And with this card, I feel like there's frustration because even the face of this line, I actually never paid attention to it. But if you really look closely at the face of this line, I don't know why this thing won't clear up. But even though this line it almost seems like it wants to bite at or attack the child behind it. It has a face of fear. This lion has a face of fear, like it also doesn't understand. It doesn't understand what's happening. And then there's fog down here. So again, this is indication that there's something that you're not seeing clearly. This includes yourself. You're not seeing yourself or viewing yourself with clear eyes. You're viewing yourself behind a veil or behind obscurity, behind eyes that have been altered or affected by the experiences that you've had, whether it be or in any relationship that you have. I feel like a lot of this obscurity has to do with outside influences. And you're really needing to bring it back to yourself, bring focus back to yourself, independence, the self. And then also you're going to need to give yourself time through this process. There are probably going to be relationships that you have to walk away from. There's something with this drop and this ripple that's catching my eye. There may have been something or a relationship in particular that caused a ripple effect in your life that has been difficult for you to let go of. There may be something in particular that's difficult for you to let go of, that has caused a lot of fear, anxiety, frustration for you, confusion. So this week looks like you're gonna be pushed towards letting go of whatever this is. And I always remind people, when I say the words letting go never means forgetting, because you can't forget. It's what you went through. So letting go is not about forgetting. Letting go is about allowing yourself to live. Okay. Letting go is about getting through, not over. People tell you get over it. You're not meant to get over it, but you do need to get through it. Sorry. You do need to get through it. And getting through something is a process. Trying to get through the brush in a forest, it's a process. That's why people carry machetes, to get through the brush when it's too thick, to make things more clear. Okay. So there are going to be things that you are going to have to be cutting through this coming week. Cutting through illusion, cutting through fog. Things that didn't seem clear to you will be becoming clear to you this coming week. And taking a hard look at yourself and getting to know yourself is going to be a big thing. Another thing is taking a look and acknowledging your inner child. Doing some inner child work is going to be a big thing this coming week as well. Let's see what else comes through. I still want to pull from here. Let's see. What else for Leo and Leo Cusp this coming week? Yeah, okay, that's another number 9 right there, the Hermit. So again, Leos, this coming week is going to be time for self-introspection, taking a deeper look at yourself, looking past the superficial, past the surface, past the physical, and getting to the things that you might not be able to physically see, but you feel. Getting to the root of your most persistent thoughts and feelings, analyzing them. And then we also have the Knight of Fire. Let me get clarification for this Knight of Fire. For some reason with this Knight of Fire, I get take charge or charging ahead. Not rushing or in being impulsive, but charging ahead in confidence. And charging ahead isn't always about you physically moving forward towards something. It also means taking charge of your healing. This is the Star. Or is it the Star? No, yeah, that's the Star. Sorry. I had to remember. So this is about taking charge or taking control over what it is you want, taking initiative towards what you want for yourself, because the Star has to do with your wishes. It also has to do with faith and hopes. You know, Gemini's actually kind of got a similar message. Similar. Okay, scroll down. But the next one we have here is the High Priestess, inner voice. Some of you are not listening to your intuition. Or you're doubting your intuition, you're questioning it. And the faces on these are kind of similar. One has the eyes closed, the other has their eyes open. We have silence and inner voice. You're needing to silence the noise of the outside world. You're needing to silence the voices that are not coming from you, that are coming from the relationships that you have, that are coming from family members, friends. It's okay to take advice, but for right now, you're being told in this reading to silence all of that and to amplify your voice. And to listen to your intuition, your inner voice, because it is going to tell you the truth. Do not question this. Do not question that gut feeling. And I was mentioning earlier to get grounded because of this 7 of Fire. This is why. You need to get grounded because you need to be able to differentiate your fears or your ego, which would be the devil. Being able to differentiate the noise or voice of your fears from the voice of your intuition. And that is what's going to bring you the clarity that you need. The clarity about yourself, the things that you're needing to heal, get through. And there is a need for a sense of urgency behind this. Don't ignore what you need. Do not ignore your needs. Let's see. This is another one I'm looking at. I don't pull from this one that often, so let's see. And then I'll close this reading out here. The past is in the present. So somehow, maybe relationships from your past, your childhood, and I was going to mention that before with this, where is it? 10 of air here, because of that child on the lion's back. Ooh, speaking of back, mine is hurting right now. Let's see. Okay, not sure where that card is. Yeah. So this child, and like I said, there's fear on that lion's face. And it's just the image of a child here. That's another thing that the sun is about. The sun, where it said innocence. Okay, where is it again? There it is. That innocence is about the childlike energy that comes with this card. So there's something with your childhood, Leos, that you're needing to take a look at, all right? Childhood healing, because the past is still showing up in your present. You're also needing to create inner harmony. Put this here. Creating inner harmony, that's about balancing your mind and your heart, your mind, your thoughts, and your emotions, so that you're able to be grounded. And I also, whenever I say get grounded to people, I give examples for as far as grounding activities. So writing in a journal, taking a walk in a park, taking a walk outside. It's a bit hot outside right now, so I don't know. But doing physical activities that put you in the present moment, not getting stuck in your thoughts or in your emotions. Balancing the two, okay? Finding harmony, creating inner harmony will give you mindful wisdom. You'll be able to see the truth, see things clearly and as they are. The next one we have two birds so far here, an owl and an eagle, I'm assuming. Timing is critical. And see, that was something that I was getting with this Knight of Fire. This is, like I said, this is not for you to rush through or to feel anxious about. With that intensity, it's not for you to rush through or feel anxious about. In fact, rushing this process is going to have the opposite effect of what you want. Give the opposite results. So there's no point in rushing. Just, pace yourself. But why this urgency is coming up is probably because this might have been something that you've been ignoring or not really giving much attention to. So, and see, the number 7 is a spiritual number. So, and emotional challenges, resolving the issue. Okay. So we have timing is critical, resolve the issue, emotional challenges. And, you see these tears pouring into this person's hand. And in this, I see, for some reason, this is a message I'm getting for this card's image in particular. This person is meant to look at the images that come in the reflection of this water, of their tears. Get to the source of where these tears really come from. It's not from the person or situation that triggered us to crying. It's from the source of what had those tears begin flowing in the first place. Okay. And through these realizations, connections, and everything, mindful wisdom and clarity will come. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close this divination here. As I said before, let me know if you guys have any questions about, in general, or any questions about booking a personal reading with me. If you do, let me know in my email, or on send me a direct message on one of my social media platforms, which I'll have down in the description box. And as always, I thank you guys so much for joining me during this divination. Until next time, goodbye, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on wherever you are in the world. I love you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.